Class, settle down. It's time for your one and only lecture in Sociology 104. It's me, Dr. Fentessor, and this is Hoeflation in You, or How Not to Be a Simp, of course, by yours truly. Now, of course, I hope you have read all of the supplemental materials before engaging with this course. You had ample time to do so. You had about 2 to 3 months. I expect you to watch everything and at least written 1 or 2 papers. Have we all done so?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
Those who have told the truth, you will get a point extra on your final. Everyone else who has lied, your final will reflect your life, a portion of your future. In any sense, part 1, pose. Now, before we get into the modern era of why this has happened, let's take a look at the past, if we will. Can someone give me a name for a man real quick?
Steve.
Steve? All right, give me a woman's name.
Mariah Carey.
Give me another woman. She doesn't count. I don't even think she's a real woman. BH. She's not even real.
Helen Keller.
Oh my god.
Just a
In any
woman named
sense,
Casey or something.
Last, you are a student in my classroom. Disruptions will not be tolerated. In a sense, we have Steve and Berg right here, and Steve is gonna try to attempt to bag Berg on the right.
I have a question.
Save all questions until the slide is ended. As you can see here, Steve is saying, "Let me get them digits, Shotty." And Berg, she's just overwhelmed, overjoyed to give Steve them digits. Is there something you have to say, Stoke?
Why is she so fat?
Well, if you read the caption, I can assume you could read. Steve is a beautiful black creature, and Berg is a landwell. So, now, what is Hoeflation? Due to a rise in fatherless activity, whether the father goes to get milk and never returns, or the dad just does not play a prominent role in his daughter's life, I've seen numerous women begun to be very promiscuous, and for better and for worse, it has caused a lot of hoes to appear. According to Kanye, with this song, one girl is worth 1,000 hoes. That was dated 2022, so it's a little outdated, but we did do some measurements according to so. As you can see here by this graph, in 2022, of course, Kanye made the correct prediction, 1,000 to 1, makes sense. 2023, we saw a little bit of a rise, 1,005 to 1. It's perfectly manageable, not that bad. And then 2024 and in 2025, you can see we had a 55% and a 65% increase, respectively, to both of those years. Now, can anyone tell me why there's such a rise?
More and more fathers are leaving their children.
Accurate. Anyone else?
Mothers refuse to care for their children?
Close. With what Spry said, close, but no cigar.
Child support.
Sure. With Spry and Scanty, never, Diamond. You don't get to eat while I'm teaching. It's because of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a horrible website where you do everything from lewd cosplay to genuine porn, and I think that's the number one rise as to why Hoeflation exists. And currently, there is no limit to who will be on OnlyFans. What? Blast?
Crazy, because Twitter exists and other free sources of this Hoeflation.
True, but Twitter, Reddit, and other sites do not give the same amount that OnlyFans does. Good attention to detail. That's a point for you on the final.
Ever heard of leaks?
Ever heard of leaks? No, I don't know what leaks are.
Who needs an OF when someone's just gonna save the video and put it onto some random site? You can watch it for free, easy.
With so many
Even
people,
then, Blast, it originates from there.
I feel many people are desperate, and so they'll take the shortcut of having to spend money, which encourages this behavior.
In a sense, there's no limit of who will be on OnlyFans. You have everything from high school, barely legal high school girls, mind you. Old hags, tremendously old, and some that look like this, but I must agree, 8 out of 10 would. Any questions about this?
Seems
Why
accurate.
did you
Okay.
use...
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a question.
Go on.
What does that second mouth of hers do?
Only one who
That
knows.
is when we kick Scanty out of class.
Wait, I have a question too.
If you want extra credit, down.
That last slide with all the numbers and data, like, how did you actually like find all that data? Like,
I think trying to judge whether my sources are correct or incorrect isn't really something you should be asking right now. What's your grade again?
Huh?
What's your grade in my class again?
I honestly don't know. I just joined today, so.
Sad. I thought I would have more people engaged in any sense. And here it is post OnlyFans. A young white boy attempting to bag a Vonta Black shotty. Can I get a name, please, for the woman?
Elise.
All right. So as you can see, we have Chester and Elise. Look at them. Look at them. And Chester's gonna ask her for some coffee, not even as aggressively as Steve was. And look at Elise's horrible, horrible words. Do you see that? I honestly wouldn't even think to say that to a person. It's
relatable. I'm not gonna lie.
I can imagine for some of you it is. In a sense, this could be you. This could be some of you being called a midget man, bald, New Yorker. These are all acceptable slurs for y'all to be called.
Pause. Why is New York catching a stray?
It's nothing personal. I'm just stating facts that people would say. That's an insult. People will genuinely call you a New Yorker and say it offensively. I don't understand it myself, but personally, I think people of all races can be together, especially the ones that don't. Now, do you have any questions about that?
I'm gonna catch you at the class. I got something for you.
If you're trying to give me a backroom deal to raise your grade, I do not take sexual favors. In any sense, this could be you, and you're thinking in your head, you're mad, you're fuming. Dr. Fentessor, I want to get girls now, no, 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 no! Well, calm down, chud. And here is where the second part of my lecture truly begins. Unsimping. Becoming a Sigma male. First thing you have to do, well, before we do that, first, you need to not look like this. Look at that. Bad hat, bad shirt, bad eyes, horrible teeth.
Wait a minute, where'd you get a picture of my Uncle Larry?
How I get photos is none of your business, student. Know that I have access. How did I get a picture of your Uncle Larry? I have sources. I have accesses. I have people. And, yeah, he's ugly. He's chopped. And so how can we not make you like this and start being like this? Asymmetrical, cool, and with aura. Diamond, any more interruptions, you will be booted from my class and fail. Step one into becoming a Sigma male. You need to work out. I think working out is great. I think we should all work out. Don't focus on bench. If you focus on bench, personally, I think you're low IQ. Only low IQ gym fools will say, hey, bro, what you do on bench? Bench is overrated, and it varies from gym to gym, so don't worry about that. The second thing you need to do after you finish working out, get a stand. Either you have rare blood, like the Joe Stars, you have an arrow. I don't really care how you get it. You just need a stand. It could be Sex Pistols. It could be Foo Fighters. It could even be Survivor, the weakest stand. But as long as you have a stand, it will make you a Sigma. What if you already have a stand? Well, did you work out?
No.
Okay,
How
work
many
out.
steps?
You already have a stand.
How
We're
many
not done
steps
yet.
does it
How many
gotta take?
steps last? How many steps are we going to take? Maybe if you could silencio before I crucio you into next week, I can finish the lecture and show you how many steps there are.
Sure.
Next, step 3. You need to kill a wild beast.
Already done that.
Werewolves, bears, wildebeest, a buffalo, anything will do as long as it's bigger than you, stronger than you, and objectively has at least 6 to 7 limbs. And the final step in this, step 4, you need to approach a woman with aura. As you can see here, my client, Dio Brando, is approaching. He's walking. Look at that. So Sigma. Jawline perfectly intact. Eyesight not breaking. That's what you need to have.
Hold
Any
on.
questions?
Professor, I have a question. I don't, judging by the way he's kind of walking, that doesn't look like a Sigma pose. He kind of looks a little sus doing that walk.
It's good that you bring that up. Very happy you brought that up. You're actually listening and paying attention in my class. So one of the things you have to do is GYOS, get your own swag, be your own Sigma. And if for my client, if walking like this makes him a Sigma, then you can't lie, he's Sigma. I mean, he's got the
But
cape, he's got the airflow. I mean, you can't say it's not cool. You could call him gay, but
I'm gonna have to say it, the cape is kind of carrying the whole walk for me. But
well,
yeah,
you know,
I'm
Eli,
just trying to
if
like, I
you
really
if you
just
want to
need to
teach this
be.
class, if you want to teach this class, you can come to the classroom and actually teach, and I can sit back and criticize you. Personally, my client has shown extremely well. He actually, we're about to see my client in action. I recorded this interaction. So, Solence, before I send you into next week, can I get a female name, please?
Stacy.
Stacy, that'll do perfectly. As you can see here, my client, Dio and Stacy. Dio is just walking to the food court. He's not worried about anything else. Eyes on the prize, like a wolf. As you can see, Stacy sees that, and she wants it. Of course, he's taken aback because he's not thinking about anything else outside of food. But that's how the Sigma works. And one day, this could be you if you follow my steps. And buy my course, but that's after class. So let's say you follow my steps. You actually do. You go all the way. Now we talk about the last part of my lecture, being in a relationship. And you need to remember the 3 Gs: gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Say it with me, guys. Gaslight,
Gaslight,
gatekeep,
gatekeep,
That's right.
girl
girl
boss.
boss.
Girl boss.
Thank you. That's going to be on your final. Remember that. If you don't, I'm going to find
Bro,
you. I'm going to
that
touch
look
you.
like, hey,
All right.
maybe I can actually give some advice on this staying in a relationship topic.
At the end, yeah, at the end. Actually, you know what? Fine. I will ask you. So
It's
first,
not.
what are the positives and negatives of being in a relationship? Why don't you tell us, Eli?
Well, how many positives and negatives am I giving you?
2 for each.
Well, one of the positives is that you'll have a good partner to do a lot of fun things with, engage in a lot of activities that, she can introduce you to and you can introduce her to. And number two is quality time, just spending time with each other, getting to know each other a lot more and stuff like that. The negatives. Honestly, I feel like the negatives are kind of like subjective to like each person's relationship. So it's like somebody's relationship could be like perfectly fine, and then you got the toxic people that just don't let their partner do anything. My personal opinion, my two negatives is or my two signs of running away, I would say, is the moment if you look on her Instagram and she's got the long nails that she can't do anything with, run. That's already a negative. It's not even worth it. And then number two, I guess if she's just kind of like not giving you any energy or anything like that, or let's say y'all are trying to plan a date and you have to ask her multiple times if she's down for the date. It's already not gonna work, brother. Of course, I can go more in depth, but to keep it short, that's what I'm gonna leave it at.
Excellent. Anyone else have something they'd like to add as well?
Nah, I do, Loki. If you put on a fake mask for girls and stuff, trying to pretend somebody who you not, it's not gonna work out for you. Cause she gonna be expecting that type of energy you give out every day. So it's like you gotta give her you gotta give her your real self. Like, can't be fake. It was gotta be honest. And if she don't like that honesty, fuck her. She ain't the one.
You see, and actually, we're gonna get into that one of those parts you just talked about. So, personally, I gave 3 positives: having someone to care for, extra gifts on your birthday and Christmas, making new connections in life, and obviously, the worst negative about being in a relationship is sharing your gold hoard with other people. I personally wouldn't like to, and I think that this makes the relationship very one-sided and personally very negative. And actually, speaking of gold, What would you do if you couldn't take your girlfriend out?
Done and done.
Most relationships, are kind of swayed by online videos and stuff of everybody always going out and doing things and stuff like that. But I mean, it never really has to be like that. I mean, you guys can just go to the park and have a nice picnic,
Brief intermission spry, if you will.
Yeah, Blast's power went out.
Bruh.
Maybe perhaps the couple could just stay at
No
home. Maybe they
breaking
could just
character.
relax together, clean together, do something together. That maybe watch a movie, eat a nice dinner at home.
I see. Very interesting and creative answers. However, if you can't do that, you're all broke. I don't regret saying this. You're all broke. I'm very disappointed in you. I understand that you want to be thoughtful, but as far as I'm concerned, the gold pile and how much you have is the only thing that matters. I thank you for your thoughtfulness and your care, but personally, that just doesn't matter. If you don't have any G's, you're broke. So wrap it up and pack it up.
What if
Go get a job.
you get a loan from a bank?
What if you get a loan? You're even broker. I should put broker alert. I should just put even broker alert. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. I got an
Now,
idea.
now, you know what? I will contribute something to this. I will say, if you're just intentionally being broke and trying to get a girlfriend, yeah, no, bro, that's just not it, man. It'd be different if you kind of just like lost your job and just kind of had to look
Diamond
for something
said,
for a few months. That's
"Sorry, I
different.
forgot
But
to
if
mute
you're
my
just
phone."
lazing around with nothing better in your life to do, then yeah, bro, you don't need a girlfriend, man. You need to work on yourself.
Yeah, rest in peace. But anyway, let's say you got that one homeboy who's always there to help you out, right? And you ask him for money and shit, and he hooks you up, right? And you just like go all out and stuff. Do you think that's like a possible like situation that could happen or not?
I would literally put you as even broker. Now, hypothetically, if your partner accuses you of cheating,
Back in the classroom.
no, Blast has been banned and he refuses to come back. Unfortunate, but such is the way of the Sigma session. First, you just silence her. You don't do anything physical. You just silence her in any way but violently or physically. Of course, you need to just make sure that she stays silent about this. Convince her that you didn't cheat, and plant evidence that she was the cheater actually. And then step 4, good game. She's a cheater, and you got her in the palm of your hand. What step of this? Which of the 3 G's is this, by the way?
Gaslighting.
Just gaslighting?
Or gaslight, gatekeeping, and girl bossing.
Correct. You had something to say, Stoke?
Yeah, you ever heard of the Chris Brown method?
The Chris Brown method. No, I said we were not beating women in here.
No. The different Chris Brown method, not that one that you're thinking of.
Okay, what's the Chris Brown method?
So basically, the Chris Brown method is where you start playing her favorite song, you start like trying to sweet talk her, and just like try and make up.
I see. Now, let's say the script is flipped on you, and you catch your partner cheating. I think we all know the correct response, of course.
You just gotta leave that joint, bro.
You'll leave the joint after, but what are you going to do first?
Gaslight her.
Not yet. Scanty?
You keep the money for yourself that you were sharing with her.
Well, of course, you always do that. But that's not what we're doing in this situation. Diamond? Spry?
Have the one she's cheating on you with dump her, and then grab your things and leave.
We will be leaving, but first, no survivors. I shouldn't have to explain. This is all very simple.
Oh, that's why we need the stands. Okay.
Exactly. That's what you need to stand for self-defense, for dealing accurately, pulling out judgment and punishment to those that deserve it.
What if the unexpected scenario happens where the girl that cheated on you also has a stand herself? Then what?
Then you fight. No survivors. Either she dies or
What
you
if-
die. Now, let's talk about the most important part of your life. When you're having your son or your daughter, it doesn't really matter. You have the perfect baby. Now, you're going to want to treat your partner with love and care. See if there's anything you could do for her. See that she's quite strict. Nigga, who are you? Damn it. Why is Super Perfect Cell here? I didn't invite you, nigga. Leave.
He is the perfect
Leave.
baby.
It doesn't matter if he's perfect or not. Leave. Leave, nigga. Okay, fine. You want to be here, Mr. Perfect Cell? Take over the slide for me. There we go. What do you have to say about having the perfect baby? Man, I hate this nigga, bro. Never invite Super Perfect Cell to your lecture ever again, bro. All right. Any questions? Any comments you want to add?
Did you remember to turn the oven off?
Of
Wait.
course, I don't have an oven.
No, wait, Scanty. I don't think I turned off the oven. Oh.
If you're trying to insist that my house is burning down, this is the exact reason why I have riot police 24/7 around my premises. In any sense, thank you for doing this lecture with me. Thank you for listening. Your final will be sent out within 1 minute. Your final is in VC chat. Please pass. If you do not, I will be forced to take drastic measures.
What are the 3 G's? Gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss. What is my name? Professor Fent. By being a Sigma. Which beast would be appropriate to kill? A werewolf. Who made a guest appearance? Perfect. Cell. Alright, my Hoeflation final has been recorded.
5 questions. And if you paid attention, this should be easy, but I also forgot to add a section to where you put your name, so going over these finals. My name is Fentessor. It's Dr. Fentessor, not Dr. Fent. I don't know the proper way to say this, so I think I'll just tell you the most reasonable way I can. You all failed. I don't know how. Everyone that's taken the test, you all failed, except for Diamond, which theoretically, since he has a 0, technically makes him ineligible, but it gives him a C. I gave you a test, Diamond. You chose not to take it. But considering it is Christmas time, I will add a curve. Diamond, any more interruptions, and I will have you obliterated from this server. In any sense, in the holiday spirit, I will curve the grades. You will all pass with a B or C, respectively. Thank you.
How inspiring.